Now look, I've never won Deputy of the Year or nothing, but if you need anything, I'm just a tin of hush puppies away.
I like this guy, but at the same time I'm thinking this could be a spy. He seems too nice of a guy to be a nice guy, if that makes sense. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Silo, Episode 5. Previously on Episode 4, the aftermath of the mayor dying. We've only seen a part of it so far with the old man whose name I don't really remember and I haven't written it down. As those two were kind of together, he isn't taking it well. And we left off the episode with him getting attacked in his home. Let us see where that goes, shall we? Alright, let's see. I wonder what she's gonna get from this. There's gotta be a reason why the sheriff hid this file.
Why did you want to hide this?
Right?
Is it? Order. 6.
I'm guessing he had his skull crushed in with the butt of his own shotgun.
It couldn't have been easy. Mars was made of iron, anger, and spite.
Who are you?
This is Paul Billings. He's your new...
That's the guy you wanted to be sheriff.
He's your new chief deputy.
Wait. He actually died? He actually died? What? We didn't even... No, there's gotta be more to this. We didn't see it happen. Why wouldn't we see it happen? And the fact that he just died? Really? I'm not gonna lie, I'm flabbergasted. Like, really? We made him out to be such a big character last episode. Like, you know, like he was getting back in shape and like, you know, he felt like fucking Uncle Iroh in the prison cell, you know, starting to work out again and get back into shape and figure out what the truth is and murder. And then I figured eventually, like later on in the season, he gets sent out or whatever. And then, you know, like he was going to have this whole big storyline. But what? Now he's just...
It's not even cold.
That was it? Like, we didn't even see it happen? Are we sure it's him?
Right. Someone really wanted him dead. Do we have control of this?
His door was open, a neighbor found him.
Can we keep a lid on it?
We could try.
If we don't, we're fucked.
Again, can we actually see that it's him? It's too... I don't know. Is it really him? Or is it the other guy that attacked him? Okay, I guess it is him. It's so out of nowhere. Because, like, if this happened, why didn't they just show this last episode? Which makes me think that there must have, like, something must have happened in between this. Like, something must have happened after what we saw last episode, at the end of last episode, and then him dying. Something must have happened in between that.
What do we do?
Just keep pumping the official line. 2 older people walked the silo. It was too much for them. See your doctor.
No, we
Make sure
buried
get
them
it.
together.
Sorry, what?
One funeral, one grave. Conservation of resources.
Times like this, people don't give a shit about conservation. We could say they were in love.
Were they?
The way they nagged at each other, I always wondered. It doesn't matter, though.
I don't know if there's anything in the pact about a double funeral. Paul?
For a married couple, but
The mayor can make an exception.
Why would the mayor do that?
So it becomes the story, Rob. A couple of old servants of the silo, enjoying a late bloom of love, looking to spend their golden years together, only to have their lives
That's
cut tragically short.
if they were in a relationship, it was unsanctioned.
Yeah, at their age, who gives a fuck? And
Exactly.
people do care.
Honestly, this is smart. This is smart, actually. This guy is kind of smart. It's a nice story.
We need a distraction. It's a good idea, Sheriff.
For a distraction, the judge suggested we offer a forgiveness holiday. It's good for morale.
It's good for judicial. Let's push the story that they were in love. Then I am going to announce a race to the top. Say Mayor Johns loved a good foot race. Award the Johns Trophy to the victor. People love an excuse to drink beer and yell.
Johns hated those races. She always thought they would get out of hand.
You don't like it? I'm installing Billings as chief deputy without your say-so. Have you read the pact?
Yeah, some of it.
Start with the section on your department. It doesn't explicitly say that a sheriff should kiss judicial's ass, but it's pretty much the subtext on every page.
Interesting. I did wonder what they did with the bodies. I assumed cremation, but I suppose if they use them as like fertilizer, that also makes sense.
Mayor Johns was a trusted and beloved leader because she knew the residents of the silo, and they knew her. Thankfully, I am but an interim mayor until someone can be elected to fill Ruth Johns' very large shoes. I'm not her literal shoes because
Okay.
her feet were rather small.
Okay. Okay. Move on.
Ruth Johns and Samuel Marnes served your silo with their spirit, and now will serve with their flesh. Death into life. Circle without end.
That's an interesting tradition. I wonder if there's like some sort of botanical reason for doing this. I don't really know anything about like gardening or soil or fertilization or anything, but I wonder if, you know, putting fruit like this helps with the soil to grow, etc. I don't fucking know. But I wonder if there is something to that.
Really? I didn't see you there.
Yeah, funerals aren't really my thing.
Yeah, they're not really anyone's thing.
I'll pay my respects heading back down. Walk said that you found somebody to help with the George stuff?
Yeah, we buried him today.
Mars. How are you?
Good. Yeah, okay. Walk sent you, didn't she?
Yeah, and Shirley.
It is interesting,
worried
though,
about
and
me?
I mean, complicated feelings, you know, because it seems like every time she finds someone who she tells the truth to, who seems to like finally be on her side, and she finally finds an ally, they almost immediately die. Or, well, the sheriff didn't actually immediately die, but like, you know, basically every ally she has keeps dying.
Everybody's worried about everything. On the way up, I said hey to my cousin on 72, and he asked if it's safe for his kids to go to school. It's a dangerous time in the silo, and...
And you're wondering if I can do this.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's what it sounds like.
Hey, would you listen to me? I know you can do anything you put your mind to, but I also know that none of us can do any of this alone. Now look, I've never won Deputy of the Year or nothing, but if you need anything, I'm just a tin of hush puppies away.
I like this guy, But at the same time, I'm thinking this could be a spy. Like, he seems too nice of a guy to be a nice guy, if that makes sense.
Deputy?
Deputy? Sheriff?
Hey, Hank.
Huh?
I don't like you.
I got that.
You're not qualified to be sheriff.
Can't disagree. Anything else?
Holstenbecker was the best sheriff this silo's ever seen. Marnes told me that something happened between you two, and that's why Holston went out to clean.
Well, Lawrence was wrong.
You took this job to find out who killed George Wilkins. When Wilkins died,
Among others.
the Down Deep deputy sent a message, said an engineer named Nichols claimed Wilkins was murdered. Now, the first thing you do when you get up here is ask for a Wilkins file. Here's the deal. Everything in this office goes through me. Yet you want to get anything done, whether it's find out who killed Wilkins or get a new pencil, you're going to do what I want. Find out who killed Marnes.
Right, that's my job, so.
I don't mean just going along with whatever patsy judicial serves up. I mean, find out who really did it.
Why would judicial serve up a patsy?
Because Judge Meadows doesn't give a shit about the truth. The only thing she cares about is maintaining order. And when a mayor and a deputy get murdered, things could get disorderly fast. Now they're gonna want to find the nearest warm body to pin it on. Expect you to go along with it so you can keep the shiny badge and the nice apartment, but that would be a mistake on your part because they also want to get you out and Billings in.
Isn't that what you want?
Honestly, I may want you to find out who killed Marnes, but Marnes, he wouldn't give a shit. He just wouldn't want judicial sending some poor bastard out to clean that doesn't deserve it.
The thing is, they're kind of like on the same page, but they're like misunderstanding each other. A little bit annoying, but it's very clear that because, you know, we as the audience, we know what Juliet has been through and what she's actually trying to achieve, but she doesn't, right? And so she's like, she thinks that, this Juliet Nichols is just here for the shiny badge and the new expensive apartment and whatnot, right? But obviously that's not the case, right? But on the other hand, Juliet can't tell her the truth that she's been investigating and definitely suspects corruption in the upper levels of the government that they have, and so they have this weird misunderstanding kind of thing going on between them, even though they both kind of want to find out the truth. I'm guessing this guy is a spy, but doesn't want to be.
Marnes just had a heart attack, and life really sucks. But it wasn't me. I've been down on 62, getting tests.
Okay.
Thank you.
Even if he wasn't in the hospital, I'm sure he wouldn't have been a match for Marnes. You saw his hand? He's got the syndrome.
Where next?
What?
Where do you live?
Couple levels down?
Okay. Why don't you go home for lunch? I'm sure your wife and your daughter would love to see you.
It's only 11.
I know, it's been a lot, and I need a moment. I'm gonna grab a sandwich, read the pact. I hear great things about it.
Where is she going?
I stopped by and saw him and his bloody nose.
Who gave him a bloody nose?
One of his many fans.
Patrick, we all knew she was headed for the farm the minute she met you.
Right, this happened, but I'm still so surprised that they killed him.
Patrick Kennedy, it's the sheriff. Can you open up?
Really? Not a good idea. Not a good idea, because if this guy now ends up being dead, then you could be blamed for it because you told your deputy that you were going, somewhere else, but then you ended up here during this. It'd be one thing if your deputy knew that you were going to visit this guy, but now because you had lied to him, making it seem like you secretly came here, which you did, thus it's much more possible that you came here to kill him. Again, not a good idea. Not a good idea. Definitely not a good idea. What's this? Ah, the picture that was on his wall.
Read the part about accountability. Yes?
Is that the guy?
Come in, Paul.
That's the guy, right?
Paul, you know Doug Trumbull.
Of course.
That's the
Doug's
guy who
a
killed him,
candidate
right?
to be my shadow. We'll get to the rest of this later.
Interesting.
Doug Trumbull, your shadow.
I only said he's a candidate. He asked if he could be considered. I didn't have the heart to say no. Besides, it's always good to have an excuse to read the pact. Our new sheriff okay with you coming back to judicial your first day on the job?
She thinks I went home for lunch.
What can I do for you?
Hey, what are you doing here?
Maintenance said this is where I'd find you.
Oh, sad to hear about Deputy Marnes. I'm kidding. I was fucking giddy.
Yesterday, you said there were 2 reasons why we were stupid for wanting to talk to your wife. First was she's dead. What's the second one?
Okay, you know what? I'm a little confused. Are you arresting me?
Nope.
Then what are you doing?
I'm putting you somewhere safe.
How's it going?
Slowly.
As much as I revere that thing, if I can't sleep, I read a couple pages and I'm out. I didn't go home. I went to judicial.
Oh, wow. Reporting to Sims already? I didn't know I'd fucked up that badly yet.
I know it's gonna take a lot to earn your trust, and this might not be the best first step, but I wanted to see how their investigation was going.
Judicial has its own investigation.
They get level rep reports first, and they get reports from people who don't officially exist.
Right, listeners.
Not what we call them, but yeah.
What do you call them?
Friends of the silo.
Right.
None of what they say is admissible in court.
But,
They can provide suggestions.
well, you look in pain just saying that.
It's not in the pact, so I don't like it.
Who are the friends suggesting?
Ralph Melby. He works down in paper, first shift. He could have made it to the mids to poison their water. He could have made it up last night to get Marnes.
It's gambler, thief, 2 minor assaults. Why now?
Have to ask him.
Hey, Sandy, can you get me an arrest warrant? For who? Patrick Kennedy.
What? No, Ralph Melby.
Kennedy first. And then can you call me on the radio once you have it?
Where are you going?
You got messages. Hey. 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 I don't have time for messages,
I don't
okay?
have any fucking messages. I need to know what's going on.
Billings went to his friends in judicial and came back with a name, Ralph Melby. They want me to waste my time arresting Melby while they get their patsy.
Patrick Kennedy.
Yeah, that's gonna make me look incompetent. They'll send me back to mechanical and Billings gets the badge.
You sure they're setting up Kennedy?
I know a search is gonna turn up rat poison and a drawing from Marnes' wall.
How do you know that? If he's their patsy, you requesting an arrest warrant means judicial's gonna send a goon to get him right away.
That's why I'm going.
7, 6, 5, 4,
Interesting.
3.
Judicial! Open up!
Looking for Patrick Kennedy? Yeah, it took a while for housing to find out his wife died last year. They moved him to a single like 6 months ago and moved an older couple
Interesting.
in here. Maybe that's why Judicial's database still has this down as his place. I don't know. I only know this because Marnes and I came here yesterday. I guess everyone makes mistakes, right? Yours was planting evidence in the wrong apartment.
Oh, there we go. Can she fight? Because that's, you know, she is the sheriff, but she's an engineer. I feel like she would lose this fight. I have a feeling this guy is gonna jump off or something and die. Oh, that's not gonna be good. Either this guy dies or he gets away. Son of a bitch. I mean, they can literally see everything happening, right? Unless they're not looking, which is, I mean, would be kind of... Oh, that's not good. How are they not seeing that? It's pretty obvious. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Good, good. Oh, come on. You can pull yourself up. We gotta have a montage of her working out.
I think I know who it was you were chasing. Doug Trumbull, Judicial Security. I'll get an arrest warrant. I wish you waited for me to come with you.
Well, I was just gonna check out Kennedy's apartment. I didn't think someone was gonna try and throw me over the rail.
Douglas, what are you doing here?
I followed you once.
That shows initiative, skill, and a very troubling insubordination.
I'm sorry.
Do you have any idea what's behind this door?
No, sir.
Good.
Janitorial
Shadow me.
tools.
You'll know. What happened to your hand? You have the note?
Yeah.
I think there's still a way to make this work.
How?
Let me figure that out. This is my favorite time. Douglas, that door I came out of. The first time I saw it,
He's
my
so dead.
father showed it to me. He was a janitor.
I'm guessing
Look down on him.
janitors in this context means, you know, the secret organization that kills people for the sake of the silo or whatever. Something along those lines.
We all know the philosophy of the pact. Everyone contributes to the survival of the silo. But a janitor is still a janitor. And I was just a janitor's boy. My mother treated my father like he was nothing, and he said nothing in return.
I mean, ultimately, yeah, he's definitely dead now because he's a liability.
When I was 14, I got into a conflict with one of my classmates. My father found out, and I was terrified he was going to try to do something about it and only make it worse. But he didn't. Part of me was disappointed. And one day I get to school. And Richard Elliott's crying. Seems his father's been reassigned to a job on 125 and they have to move. Just like that. My problem went away. I was wondering if maybe my dad had something to do with it, but he was just a janitor, right? Then one morning, he says to me, "Any more problems with that bully?" I just looked at him. There was something in the way he said it. I just looked at him and asked, how? He said he wanted to show me something. He took me to that door. He said if I wanted to shadow him, I would have to make a decision that would change my life forever. If I went through that door, I could never tell anyone what was on the other side. Not my friends, not my family, not my wife. They might think that I was nothing more than a bookkeeper or a clerk or a janitor. But I would know the truth, that the people behind that door do the most important work of the silo.
Everyone always thinks that
Work
they're
that
doing the
keeps
most important
10,000
work,
people alive.
which I'm guessing is killing people who need to be
You
killed.
fucked up, dog. Twice. Very badly. You fucked up with George Wilkins.
You know what happened?
And you fucked up with Patrick Kennedy. But I fucked up worse. Many times. We're human beings doing the best we can. What I'm looking for in the shadow is drive and dedication. I've made my decision. Douglas Trumbull, do you of clear mind and conscience pledge to be my shadow?
Yes.
Are you willing to do anything to serve and protect the people of the silo?
Yes.
Then die
Are you
for it.
willing to give everything you have
Even your
to
life.
serve and protect the people of the silo?
Yes.
Good.
Then die. Good. Exactly.
Douglas Trumbull killed Mayor Johns and Deputy Martins, and he wanted to frame Patrick Kennedy for the murders. So when I confronted Trumbull about planting evidence in an apartment no longer occupied by Kennedy, he ran. Last night, knowing his arrest was inevitable, Trumbull took his own life. There's a note in there that we found in his pocket. We think he was gonna plant it on Kennedy. Strangely, it kind of works for him too. We don't know
Why? You don't know why a 7-year employee of Judicial would want to murder the mayor and Marnes.
Well, no, but
I didn't work closely with Trumbull, but I saw no sign of it. Mr. Sims, did you see any indication?
I mean, Marnes was deputy in the mids back in the day when Trumbull was growing up there. Maybe they had some rough encounters back then. I don't know. We're gonna look into it.
Don't spend any more time on it. We have the killer of Mayor Johns and Deputy Marnes, and he's dead. This should quell the rumors and conspiracy theories.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll take the rat poison to the farm. Do you take
Smart.
the rest to the office?
Most likely she knows, they know that there was more to it, that he was probably killed. But if she pushes right now, it's too suspicious. She probably should kind of get on their good side first, show that, hey, there's no reason to push me out of the job. I'll become a good sheriff. Because if she loses that access, well, then she's gonna lose the most of the big leads that she has.
You already knew that the drawing and the rat poison were in the apartment before we looked.
Mm-hmm.
When did you go in?
When you were talking to your judicial friends,
How'd you get it?
I learned some things in mechanical.
You clearly didn't read the section of the pact about illegal search and seizure.
No, I did.
Why didn't you tell me what you were doing?
Because I didn't trust you.
Do you now?
Yeah, sure. As much as you trust me.
Good answer. Unfortunately, with Mr. Doug gone,
So you don't worry what happened to me tomorrow. I've been reassigned.
What?
To the station on 105.
Why?
I requested it.
Because of me?
Oh, I've got family down there.
Wait, so when you said if I wanted your help, I had to find out who killed Marnes.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't think you'd be able to do that, really.
Any chance you change your mind?
No, I've had enough of the up top. You know, there are a few things I'll miss, but I won't miss the feeling I'm being watched.
By who?
I don't know by who. Or how.
Hey, you know when I got here, you said you didn't know what Down Deepers ate? You got family on 105?
That's lower mids, not down deep.
Right.
Our kind don't eat babies. You did a good thing. I mean, Patrick Kennedy's an awful human being, but he didn't deserve to die. Not for something he didn't do.
I'm just happy that I...
Hey, don't make a big deal out of it. I still don't like you. Sheriff.
That's another potential ally gone.
I wanted to say that I was wrong about you. I didn't see why Holston would want you to be sheriff. But now I think I do. So for as long as I'm mayor, which I sincerely hope won't be for more than a few months, I want to help you in any way I can. Is there anything you need now?
It's really hard to tell if this guy
You've been sheriff for
is a good guy or not.
I need to get back down to mechanical. I didn't think I'd last, so I didn't pack much. So
We have porters that can do that.
I like to say goodbyes and stuff, you know?
All right. We'll see you in a couple days.
It's hard to really understand how big the silo is.
So, when it's clear at night, there are these lights in the sky.
Stars.
What are they?
I have no idea.
Really?
I've been watching them long enough to see these patterns. They repeat like they're traveling in this big circle. Here.
I mean, I guess they don't have history, but like, do they not?
W.
Do they not
Never noticed
like?
that before.
Do they not have basic knowledge of like gravity? I feel like they would still have basic knowledge. Like, yeah, we're in a silo. Yeah, we're underground. What we're seeing on the screen is the up top, the world on the actual ground of the planet that we're on in the solar system. You know, do they not have basic knowledge? What?
Just add it to the list. Things we don't know anything about.
The display in the up top cafeteria is better than ours.
What a surprise.
There are lights in the night sky.
Yeah, what are they?
I thought maybe you'd know.
So, how's it going in that fancy new job of yours up there?
Fine.
Fine, really? You know, Tommy Marshall was working on a ventilation fan at the foot of the stairs. This missed his head by an inch. People saw you hanging from the rails. Jules, you don't think that kind of story gets around? What the fuck is going on?
I can't tell you.
You can't tell me?
No, I can't.
God damn it. This isn't supposed to be the deal. We're supposed to go about our business, keeping the silo humming, and they're not supposed to do things like murder people. Bodies start falling, people start asking questions. Pretty soon, asking questions turns into demanding answers, and if folks don't like the answers, then...
Yep.
Talking about rebellion? I'm right here, I'm sheriff.
Ridiculous. Anyway, did you find that hard drive you were looking for?
No, not yet. Holston hid a file on George, but there was nothing in it that I didn't already know. Did you make headway with the thing I left you?
Yes, I did. So, I recognized the type of lens from those cameras they use to make pictures for IDs, but those are very simple. This is not simple.
No, you got anything more powerful?
Like the thing your mother made, lining up two lenses.
Yeah, like we use on the Rabbit.
Yeah, and Judicial destroyed it. Do you know why Judicial destroyed it?
No.
Have you read the pact?
No, and you're like the 10th person to ask me that.
Well, this is the real reason why I wanted you to come down. For me, there are two big mysteries about the pact. One, they stipulate that we can't mechanize the way we go up and down in the silo. No lifts, no pulleys.
Yeah.
Two,
Why?
no magnification beyond a certain power. So a relic like this is going to get you more than a slap on the wrist. Something with wiring this small, the effect is going to be a lot more dramatic.
Whoa, whoa, hang on. Let me think here for a second. This is very important. No automatic elevation, so like no lifts, no elevators, and no. What did she say?
In the silo, no lifts, no pulleys.
Yeah.
Two, no magnification beyond a certain power.
No magnification beyond a certain power. This is very important, especially the second one. No magnification beyond a certain power. Why? Actually, the first one is also interesting. Why no elevators? Why no automatic, like, lifts and pulleys? The second one I kind of understand, right? So, the second one most likely is to deter, well, one, technology advancement, and two, potentially people, checking magnification, of the live feed, and potentially seeing things that they shouldn't be seeing in the live feed, and potentially other things as well. So, like, I can see no magnification being kind of like a gatekeeper to prevent all kinds of things, but no automatic elevation. So, or like elevators and stuff. Why? Like that's one I'm trying to think of, like, what could that be preventing exactly? My first thought is an elevator or a pulley is like a like the baseline for a lot of specific technologies. The pulley system is essentially like the wheel when it comes to technology, right? Like a very baseline idea of a lot of automation and being able to apply your mediocre strength to doing great feats of strength. And then also the fact that we don't know what stars are. Interesting.
And from what you're not telling me, seems to me there's a long list of people who've died recently under questionable circumstances. What's to stop you being the next one on the list?
I'll be careful.
Put the badge in an envelope, give it to a porter.
I need to find out what happened. 2 days ago, Bernard wanted nothing more than to send me out to clean for snagging 2 boxes of shitty heat tape. I solved 2 murders, and he can't wait to work with me. They trust me, Walk. I need to open up an investigation that allows me to look into what happened to George.
How are you going to do that without tipping them off?
I gotta use the right bait.
The right bait, she says. This goddamn ladder, bro. Can we stop going down this ladder? It's like crooked. I didn't even notice that before. Ah yes, Pez. The greatest of the ancient technologies. Fuck. This episode was very good. I love whenever we get more and more information. These 2 big rules of the pact. No elevators, pulleys, etc. And no magnification beyond a certain power. Very, very interesting. I feel like I could spend hours thinking about what that could mean exactly. Like why they created those rules specifically. And again, you end up thinking, okay, well, every rule and law that our society creates, right? A person should be able to think about those rules and laws and think, okay, well, why is that? If there is no explanation, then you have a problem. For example, when you have a law saying, hey, murder is illegal, it makes sense because one person killing another is obviously bad. Another law saying, hey, don't steal from people, also makes sense. You know, you don't take what is not yours. You don't take other people's stuff. But when you have a rule like no magnification beyond a certain power, and people ask, why? And you don't have an answer to this, then it's just weird. Right? Like, there's no example. There's no example of like, hey, killing people is bad. Hey, stealing from people is bad. Why is magnification beyond a certain power bad? Why is having elevators bad? These are the questions that people start asking. It's just weird. But yeah, that was episode 5 of Silo. More deaths, more questions, more information, but ultimately no real and clear answers yet. The investigation continues, and I shall see you next time. Until then, ladies and gents, adieu.